Hey, what's up guys? What's going on? Thanks for tuning in to my channel once again. Today we're going to be talking about the Stamina Nightblade gank build. This is the updated version of the build that I had before. I changed a few things as far as skills go, mainly the morphs. We're going to be getting into the rotation as well to help you guys out on how to use the build. Basically we're using the exact same setup as before. We're still using that continuous attack buff. We'll just capture this flag. We'll have about 10% extra weapon damage, which is really good if you're near a keep, ganking, or inside the arena district, which is a lot more alive than sewers these days. Other than that, it still hits pretty hard. So this is it. We're using a Clever Alchemist bow still, a battle axe. You can see I'm using poisons right now. Really effective. If you do decide not to run poisons, I'm using a weapon damage glyph also on my two-hander bar, as well as my bow. A lot of people ask how I get so much weapon damage. You have to consider also that I am running gold weapons and some gold pieces of armor. We're running the 5 Alchemists, the 2 Lekis, and 1 Velodrith. You can replace Velodrith with Kina, obviously. You just want it for the added damage. We have the waist, which is heavy, and that's basically for the passives for heavy armor. It's the only piece. You can see it right there. Impenetrable also. For the jewelry, we'll still rock an agility jewelry with the weapon damage enchants. I did use kudos on my weapon enchant, so I am hitting 174 weapon damage per piece of jewelry, which is also a huge difference. It all stacks together. Robust obviously is best. You could use healthy, which makes you a little bit more tanky. We did make a few changes to the build. Silver Leash, which is actually more damage. It adds more damage to the attack. There's a lot of werewolves and vampires on this patch, so this comes in handy. Camouflage Hunter is a morph that I went to this time just because of the Great Minor Berserker, increasing your attack damage. You want to keep this just because of the critical also. It gives you an increase in critical rating because it might not stack with Relentless Focus. Shadowy Disguise, you want it for that 100% crit every time. And here's Relentless Focus. Even if it doesn't stack with or Expert Hunter, you still have that extra damage ability that you can get out of. On this one I'm using Snipe instead of Poison Injection, but I prefer Poison Injection better. Snipe is just a test run to see how it hits. Dawnbreaker, I haven't been able to morph it, but you do want Dawnbreaker of Smiting. Our two-hander bar hasn't changed. We're still running Surprise Attack, Killer's Blade, Mass Hysteria, Rally, and our Gap Close. In cap obviously as the ultimate. Passives, I got all the passives for the Assassination, Shadow, and Siphoning. I'm only the 2 middle I don't use. For the bow and the two-hander, you want all the passives. And here's the reason why I use 1 piece of heavy armor. I don't have Mount Daunted fully level, but you still have a 2% increase in health. I went Vampire on this build, on this patch, and you have the 10% added recovery for your stamina, which is really good. If you drop below 30%, you get increase in damage mitigation and your stealth runs, which is a lot harder. You can go to stealth without losing too much time and move as fast as if you weren't. From our assault line, you want that continuous attack buff. It's really good, as well as the increase. We're red guard for this build. You can go Khajiit obviously, or Wood Elf. Champion points haven't changed. We're still running the exact same setup with the champion points. One thing I have to emphasize on is Blessed. I have 27 points into Blessed. We're not using Vigor for this build. It's all Rally that's hitting you. And you're a vampire, so your health recovery is really low. Quick recovery, 30 points. So again, quick recovery and Blessed, really important to have points into those. Well, we're about to get into some of the ganks right now. Remember, when you're ganking an enemy or an opponent, you have to make sure you You catch him off guard. We'll get into that. Let me explain the rotation a little bit. You can see our weapon damage is still pretty decent. Once our weapon engine procs, it hits a lot harder. So it's a really strong build. No procs. I don't run a lot of proc sets. None of my builds really have a lot of the proc sets. I keep it old school and simple, which sometimes can be a little bit more complicated, right? Oh, here it is. You want to hit rally for your buff. Relentless focus gives you 20 seconds to stack, and make sure you use your expert hunter right before you strike. Put that potion there. We're running tri-stat for this food. We want to keep that extra magicka bonus. Sorry guys, I got distracted. Well, here we go. Let's go through the rotation. Alright, so this is the rotation. We hit rally, we hit relentless focus, or relentless focus and rally, whichever one you want to come first. You have 20 seconds. Pop a potion, we hit our expert hunter, and we gap close. Now you want to do a heavy attack right before you gap close. So right after relentless focus, vigor, rally, and expert hunter, pop the potion, you hit stealth, and you go and strike with a heavy attack. As soon as you heavy attack, you come in with a gap closer together. You can always cloak in behind an enemy and surprise attack them, and then in-cap. That also works. I'm about to show you a gank right now. Also, when you heavy attack, make sure you heavy attack and hold your surprise attack button, so it kind of cancels each other out and you're hitting them both at the same time. This build hits really hard. It's pretty fast, really effective. I stay away from the proc sets. You guys know most of my builds don't have any proc sets the way most builds do. There it is, heavy attack and gap close. My heavy attack hit for almost 7k. 100% crit always hits really hard. Remember when ganking, always gank somebody that's unprepared at their weakest. You don't want to come out and gank somebody that's fully buffed with shields on. Here's a little use for fear right here. Heavy attack, gap close, in-cap. If you have a third player around, you can fear them out. It gives you a chance to either run away or come back in for the kill. Again, NPCs are so much easier to kill than players, but the more you practice it, the better you'll get at it. So I did attach a video clip of my in-cap crit-in on a enemy player. I hope you guys enjoy it, have fun with this build, make adjustments, make it better, and hopefully this video was helpful. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'll have more builds come in, some other games and some live events also, some giveaways. Thanks again guys. You guys have a great day and enjoy the build. Have fun in Tamriel. See you guys.